Oh wait. You said you listened to my debut album?
I listen to all your albums, bro. Yeah, bro. I listen to all your albums, man.
I was 23 at the time. I didn't have no job, like no money, no girlfriend, no hope. Filming was so tough. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That was too tough.
Do you ever feel sometimes like that you want to just write a song and call people out and, I'm the best?
Actually, I still have that feeling because I did that. Drop my new album, hopefully on.
Welcome back to another episode of Nihon Rush Hour. It's your boy Solaris here with
Caesar, man. I'm so excited today, bro.
I'm super excited too, man. We have a big one for you guys. An exclusive Nihon Rush Hour interview with the man himself, Jim Mansagi. Get ready for it. It's great.
Let's go. It's an honor, bro, to have you on our channel, man. Jim Mansagi. I just want to say, bro, yeah, man, you have one of the most diverse discographies that I've personally ever heard, man. It doesn't matter if it's American hip hop, Japanese hip hop, bro. All the different subgenres that you've covered in your sound, man, your lyricism, your concepts. For me as a hip hop fan, bro, it's a big honor to have you on our channel, man. So I'm happy to have you here, bro. Welcome, man.
Yeah, thank you too. I'm kind of flattered. Wow. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good explanation, and wow.
I find you to be like an artist.
Yeah.
If that makes sense, you know what I mean? You cover a lot of ground in different creative ways, and it's
man.
cool to see.
Yeah, for me, he's right up there with the MF Dooms and the Kendrick Lamar's, very well fleshed out concepts, man. So I wanna ask you, for my research, I know you were born in Fushu, and then later you moved to Chiyoda Ward. So how was it growing up there, man? How was it growing up there, and how did you even discover hip hop growing up there in the 90s?
Honestly, I don't remember about Fushu City much because my family moved to Chiyoda Ward. It was when I was 2 or 3. So most of my memory is about Chiyoda Ward. Tokyo has 23 districts, and Chiyoda Ward is a central district, and it has Imperial Palace and a famous shrine as well.
Kind of traditional kind of area.
It is traditional, and sometimes I feel like seeing a lot of politics.
Oh, political. Yeah.
So on Sunday, I wake up with a really loud speaker, big ass truck with big ass speaker, and they yelling about some right wing shit. How do I describe it?
I see what you're saying. Yeah, right wing.
Am I saying right?
You're right. Yeah.
Once you get used to that kind of circumstances, you don't think nothing. But after I realized it's kind of special, I mean, not in a good way. I kind of shocked. My hometown is kind of really strict, and if you go to Chiyoda Ward, you see a lot of policemen, police cars, and a lot of historical places, Imperial Palace, and a lot of business buildings, schools, banks. It's too organized, too
I see what you're saying.
Urban.
Yeah, and that's actually something that we can relate to, because like we were saying, we live in Ottawa, which is the capital of Canada, so we have there parliament buildings and all the government stuff is always happening, so we definitely understand.
Here's the government city, so just lots of things that happen here. I guess what I want to say, I don't want to say they test it out here, but it's the entertainment and music, they don't care about that stuff here.
They don't.
It's only structured family and work and politics, man. That's what Ottawa's about. So
that's the thing.
I can relate to that, man. So So it must have been difficult being like a hip hop fan in a place like living like in a place like that, right?
Yeah,
As
you
a
are
kid.
so right. Yeah.
Yeah. So tell us about that. Like, how did you get into hip hop and like, you know, I'm guessing you were an outcast in that place, like.
I remember you said Canada could be boring to Japanese people, but in my opinion, Japanese life in Tokyo could be boring to Canada people because, like I said, it's too organized. And growing up in Tokyo, specifically in Chiyoda word, is a little bit different because you don't see, we don't have nightclubs in Chiyoda word.
Damn.
And we don't have arcades in Chiyoda word. So you don't have no place to hang out with your friend or your family. It was boring. So my hobby when I was a little kid is just playing video games on my mom's PlayStation, and that was the first inspiration. Yeah, that's the first time I touched the culture of music. I mean, it's funny how touched the music culture through the video games, but in early 2000s, there's a lot of good quality video games with good quality music, house, techno, trance. To me, that's introducing to music.
And so like, when did you discover, like, I guess hip hop for you? Like, was that around the same time?
When I was in junior high, there's a school radio on lunchtime, and one of my friends played Eminem's Without Me. I think that's the first time I listened to hip-hop music.
Crazy.
Yeah, it blew my mind. It blew my mind.
Same, man. When I heard Without Me too, like as a kid, bro, it changed my life. You know? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's so dope, man. A lot of times when I listen to like debut albums, like first albums, you know, Section 80 by Kendrick Lamar, like Tyler the Creator's Bastard, I can hear like the influence of who they used to listen to. But for you, it was a little difficult for me, you know, when I listened to Self Ghost, I couldn't really tell, you know, who your inspirations were. So I wanna ask you, like, who are some of the rappers, like I said, like you just said Eminem was somebody you heard. Who are some of the rappers that you listened to when you were growing up? Japanese rappers or even English rappers?
Oh, wait. You said you listened to my debut album?
I listened to all your albums, bro.
Wow.
All your albums.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Yeah, bro. I listened to all your albums, man. Like Self Ghost, you know, Me Too, Tie Dye, like, yeah, hell yeah, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. In the beginning, when I wasn't capping, yeah, one of the most,
Sick.
one of the
I
most,
love it.
one of the dopest discographies, bro. And you know, I'm saying this from a fan standpoint and also from a you know, because I make music too, so I can tell, bro. You just have one of the like one of the best discographies that I've heard, man. So yeah, like,
Wow.
who are some of the Japanese, you know, old school Japanese rappers that you listen to, or
North America
ones, if any, like, you know, as it, like, growing up? Eminem, I know you said Eminem, but
North American wise, Eminem, Akon, Beastie Boys,
sick, man.
Run DMC. I also listen to rap metal music, so I like Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park.
Ooh, sick.
Slipknot is not rap metal, but I heavily listen to Slipknot as well.
Slipknot.
So yeah, metal music is one of my biggest inspiration.
Definitely, man. I can hear that in some of your sounds. Yeah.
Arigato. And Japanese wise, yeah, I think you guys know Kureba, Kreva, Kureba.
Yeah.
Is one of the legend rapper in Japan, so I listen to his music. and his crew as well. Kick the Can crew. Damn, I got a lot of Japanese rappers to mention. You know, like a lot. You know,
a lot. Yeah, because you know, this summer, like when Tomai Kosuke was here, he was showing me like SDP and Rhymester. I saw that you have a song with Mummy D.
Oh yeah,
you know, yeah, from Rhymester, and like Egotopia, that album, bro, is one of my favorite albums too. So it was just dope.
Wow.
Like, you know, so it's good. I just wanted to know. That's why I wanted to ask that question. I want to know who also influenced you. You know, but it's good to know, man. I guess what I'll ask you is, man, like, you know, when I listen to your music, like I said, it's so diverse, man. Like, you know, you go from like, sometimes you have like melodic, like boom bap hip hop. Sometimes it's trap. Sometimes you have like EDM, electronic sounding stuff. You have some cosmic stuff. Don Jin Ren is like drill. Like, bro, like, you know, for me, Jinmenusagi is like unpredictable, you know?
Yeah.
That's what makes the music so like, I never know what to expect next. So how did you develop your style, you know? And yeah, like, what do you call your style?
I think the answer is kind of simple, but I've been always trying to keep up with the global trends. In Don Jin Ren, of course, it's drill music, but I always try to make something different because I make beats, so I can remake it myself.
Facts.
So
Yeah,
that's the difference, I guess.
I do. That's what I was gonna say. That, you know, whenever you're making, I guess, when it comes to like production, you know, every time, what I notice about you is even when you do drill, you kind of, you know, turn it into your own. So I guess that's because of your ability to produce. So like, how did you get into production? Were you a producer before you started rapping, or did you start rapping first?
I started producing first, actually. Like when I was 14, my dad bought me simple music software. I forgot the name, but it was like 2005, I guess. And unfortunately, it was limited edition. So I couldn't make the whole song, just just a few bars.
Yeah.
But I remember I heavily enjoyed that, really. When I bought myself a serious music production machine.
Yeah.
It's a 8-track CD multi-track recorder.
Yeah.
And it has 9 pads, not like Akai MPC's 16 pads, but it has 9 pads, and you can assign the sound on it. And I think that's what that was kind of start, you know, making music with pads. It's that's the difference of hip hop music. It's not like keyboards. Of course, you can use keyboards, but you don't have to really. And messing around with pads.
You know, when you're using pads and you can start experimenting with sampling and things like that. You know, is that when you started?
Like that.
Yeah. Because, you know, when I listen to Self Ghost, there's a beat on there called Dream. You know, I love that beat, bro. Like, it reminds me of Samurai Champloo, you know, some Nujabes. So I wonder, like, you know, who were people that inspired you, you know, when you started making beats? Were there people that inspired you in hip hop beats, or were you listening to like just other type of genres?
Like I said, I listen to metal music, and I don't know, when I released that album, my boss at the time, he said, you don't have to recreate 90s boom bap because you're born after that golden era. So you don't know that golden era, so you don't have to recreate it. That's what he said. And that is basically why self goals, the production is a little bit different, and I can say it's kind of out of theory.
Mm.
Yeah. When you make hip hop sound, it really needs to be organized in hip hop theory. So, yeah, that's the reason, I guess.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, man. But you know, I feel like, yeah, like I can see the clear difference from, you know, like your first two tapes and then tie-dye, and then, you know, your fourth album. Like there's a big jump, you know, I can see like of you, I guess, getting better and better as a producer and all those things, you know. So I guess what I want to get to really is, you know, your fourth studio album, it's LXVE. Now I couldn't really, you know, figure out if that was for live or love, or is it a double meaning on purpose?
It is double meaning on purpose.
Yes, man, crazy.
It is.
I was guessing
it is
that.
live and love at the same time.
Yeah, bro. Okay, so I want to ask you, because what I thought when I was listening to it, man, you know, the concept that you have, bro, is one of the best concepts that I've heard from a hip hop album. You know, you talk about like the Gyo Ho So, like the comma. Yeah. So to me, like, you know, it felt like, you know, like a slice of life anime about this person who lives in Tokyo, and then they're going through all these different feelings, anxiety, fears, but they're also feeling good feelings. But, you know, they're living in the city, like you said earlier. You grow up somewhere in a city that kind of makes you feel dead inside. So you have to, like, to live, you have to experience things. You have to feel emotions. So this album, you know, I guess my question for you is that something that everybody in Tokyo feels, or is that just something that was you were going through at the time when you were making that album?
Right after I released that album, I thought it's just me. But nowadays I realize it's not just me. It's a basic problem for the young generation in Japan.
Yeah.
And yeah, also I remember what I aimed on this LXVE album. It's right after I start seriously aiming for sales, because previous album, Tie-Dye, I wanted to recreate cloud rap movement in Japanese. And me and my producer W Maple, we tried to recreate heavy, dark hip hop, I mean trap sound, like early days of A$AP Rocky, that kind of sound.
Yeah.
But sales, it wasn't good. So yeah, after that I learned what is trending in Japanese market. You know, it's a little bit different, because Japanese hip-hop listeners really love to listen to boom bap sound, like authentic sounds. So yeah, on LXVE I tried to make a storyline on a classic boom bap sound.
Yeah.
And the topic is, it's all about me, basically. I was 23 at the time, and I didn't have no job, like no day job, no rap job. So
yeah,
when I had no money, no girlfriend, no hope. But at the time, fake weed was trending in Japan. We call it Goho Herb. How do I say? Legal herb.
Yeah. Legal herb.
Legal herb. And you said the subtitle in kanji, like LXVE Gyohoso. It's not Gyohoso. That's Goho Habu. So
that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, so Live and Love. So when I listen to the album, right, like, and I listen to Don Jin Ren 2020, I think you released that in 2023 or 2024? 2023.
3
like,
and 4.
Yeah, 23 and 4. You know, you kind of mentioned the Gyoho herb also on like cry face emoji. So it made me think, you know, is Don Jin Ren like the same character from your LXVE album but older? And is it the same story but in like a from an older age? Now is that the same character? Or
actually, I'm gonna drop my new album hopefully on November or December.
Hell yeah.
It is gonna be a sequel for LXVE.
Yo,
Okay.
let's go.
Don Jin Ren is it is close, but it is not. Before I released Don Jin Ren, I had a dark time because music income was kind of low at the time.
Yeah.
And I had to make something new. And I had to catch up the trends once again. And that circumstances, it's kind of close to the situation when I make LXVE. So but I got older. I got much older, and I got married, and a lot of things are different. So my understanding is different. It is the same character. It is the same. It's all about but on a different generation.
And this is not even like a question. It's just something that my brain is just thinking about. But it felt like LXVE is like, like I said, slice of life, like it's like in the daytime, and then Don Jin Ren feels like a nighttime classic, like 2000 action film. You know what I'm saying? Like the vibes I get from it, But you're gonna ask him?
Yeah. So I wanted to ask too. Like I know you did like an exhibition not too long ago, with like Don Jin Ren doing like photography, video, and then you had produced like some instrumentals for it. What was like the first like image or like memory that you wanted people who attended that exhibition to kind of feel or walk away with when they were there?
I want people to know how honest I am when I write something, when I make something.
Yeah.
And also I want people to know my wife is really, really good designer and a painter at the same time. She did the cover art for Don Jin Ren. And also she did all the merch, like t-shirt and cap, all the stuff. Don Jin Ren is story about a man who grew up in Tokyo, had a struggle in Tokyo. But as I said, it's not just me. Everybody could be Don Jin Ren in Tokyo. So I think that's what I wanted to express.
Yeah, bro, and I think you did a good job with that, man. Because I'm not from Tokyo, but like I said, from the outside looking in, I love the duality that you show. Even like Sakuraba, some of your lyrics are so dope, but at the same time they're so honest too. Like I'm tired of dressing up. From now on, I'm only wearing Zara, and like you talk about people wearing fake chains and things that people don't want to talk about, man. And one thing I know about you, man, you've always been very like, your music's always been very conscious and very honest. Like you said, very honest, man. And like how hard was it though to write a song like crying face emoji? You know, you really talk about some like really dark, but it's you know, it's very powerful, that song. It made me feel goosebumps, bro. Like, so how hard was that, man, to like be vulnerable, express yourself in a way for the public to kind of hear and see?
It was tough. It was kind of torture, you know. Remembering the toughest time in your life is always tough. It's always like torture. But after I get bored of, get tired of dressing up, I just want to write something real. And to be real, you gotta be honest to yourself first. And yeah, I've been always thinking like chains, fancy wrist watches. I was like, how is this relevant? You know, it's simply, it's all about what you make, what you write. It's all about your creation. And that's what I've been thinking. But I don't know, but I think I was kind of just, you know, stop saying your true opinion and do what they do. Sometimes you need to do that, but after that experience, I just stop faking and start to my true opinion. You know, saying your true opinion is not so easy to Japanese people. So that's the biggest difference.
The thing is, you know, like I love it because even in North America now, you know, people who were afraid of being vulnerable before are being vulnerable for the first time in music. Like Offset, I heard recently, YG even had that song. You know, obviously Kendrick has been on that, like Mr. Morale, like he's been really, so I feel like, you know, sometimes hip hop, we act tough and we wear chains and we act, but it's powerful to be vulnerable too, you know? So that's why I like the Sakuraba, like, I don't know if you meant that, but the Sakuraba, like the fighter, but also like the cherry blossom idea. So like the, you know, the two sides of man, you know, that's what it's about, you know? So I thought it was dope, bro. It's a dope album.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask too, because we were just talking about it, going back to like the cover arts, like what was the like inspiration behind the Don Jin Ren cover art? Because to me, like it really stood out. Like that was like a cover art that when Crafty showed me, like I never forgot it. It always stuck in my head. So I just wanted to hear like the inspiration behind it.
Yeah, my wife is definitely happy to hear that. Thank you. The cover art, what she said, like she imagined an old Hong Kong movie stuff.
Yo, that's crazy, because I said it reminded me of Rise to Honor. Your head.
Don Jin Ren in kanji font on center. I write it with a brush, and she put that title in center, and she took the picture of me at home, and I don't know, she's too good at it. I don't know how to use Photoshop, but she is too good at it, and she just designed it like with some materials, like picture of me and a picture of me, have sword, and I don't know, with some background, like urban background.
Like the cityscape.
All the stuff in Photoshop and boop boop boop. Hey, she did that.
No, that's an amazing cover.
Genius.
Yeah. Like I said, it reminded me of I said it was Romeo Must Die. Like it reminded me of that vibe of like early 2000 kung fu action movie, man. Like so sick. Yeah, I mean, on that album, you know, you have like Up Otaku,
Oh yeah.
And those type of tracks, I guess, you know, actually before I even talk about that, what I want to ask you actually, because we talk about you being honest and conscious, like on your album like Tie-Dye, you know, you talk about the internet and you talk about how basically the album is basically telling people like to get off the internet, or at least warn people about how the internet can be dangerous and stuff like that. So I guess what I want to ask you is, you know, do you still feel the same way about the internet? And also, if you had to make a Tie-Dye Part 2, you know, what are some new things that you notice about the internet that's kind of that you would want to warn about?
I always feel the same, like still. You know, it was 2013. It's right after people start having smartphone, and 12 years later, 2025 now. Yeah, we still don't know how to use it yet. So actually, yeah, me and my wife talked about this problem last night. Most people doesn't know how to use the technology, and the internet is always one step ahead of us. So
yeah,
it's always us to catch up the technology.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, I feel the same way. Internet is too too dangerous. Over technology, over spec.
And you know, even now I notice, like, you know, with AI and people using like AI to write songs and AI hip hop beats, you know, it's definitely scary just thinking about, you know, even with hip hop, how the internet is affecting it, you know?
Yeah, and that's funny too, because talking about like AI and internet, it makes me think of like Metal Gear Solid, which is like, yeah, which is like, I saw a video like earlier where you're talking about Metal Gear Solid 2, and that kind of made me wonder too, for you, if you could create the soundtrack for like any game or like anime or any like movie, like what series, or what's the word? Like,
yeah, what line would you want to?
Yeah, like what series like would you want to make for? Like, would you want to make like a Metal Gear Solid soundtrack, or like what would come out to you?
Oh damn, that's the toughest question I've ever had. Wow, that really is tough question. You know, Metal Gear Solid is always on my mind, but Resident Evil is good too. Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid. Do you guys know Samurai? It's a video game from Japan.
Yeah.
Samurai is good too, but I don't know. But in 2025, I want to make some songs for 2K.
Oh shit! Yeah.
2K.
That's sick. Yeah, I can see, you know, some of those songs on 2K for sure.
Which Metal Gear is your favorite? I'm a big Metal Gear fan as well. They just remade the third one. I don't know if you're gonna play that. I'm thinking about playing that too.
I think 3 is the best Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah. I agree.
You're sick, man.
Because 3 was not about technology. 3 is about history, about Cold War.
Yeah.
First time I played it, I was 15, and yeah, I love it. And at the time I started to learn history like seriously. So that's it. Metal Gear Solid 3, yeah, it's good. It's the best.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe you guys misunderstand me. I'm the good person, but actually I'm not.
Like, how do you guys come up with these concepts, bro? Because some of these concepts are so dope.
You guys know my debut album and what the topic is. Wow. If you guys fail, you die.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
I guess challenging, because I know like a lot of stuff happens early, especially when I was in Japan and I had to film.
But what is it like working with an artist that you were listening to like back in like 2014, and then like getting to work with them later? How was that experience?
To be honest, I still can't believe that.